Can I do this? You wonder. Some days you wonder, can I do this? You take a deep breath. Do I have it? You ask yourself. You ask the Sadguru within. Truth be told, you don't know. You do your best. Habibi Beshert, it's I and I read TPP, Tantric Practice Partnership, you recall. And you take a deep breath. And that kind of slides you into your micro groove. And you lubricate the levels. You layer the leverage. And there you go, Kensho, Moksha, Nirvana. It's all available, but you gotta slow it down to half speed. That's the only way, slow-mo. And you wonder what happens to your friends, your friend Georgie, for example. How you could get caught up in something so puerile. But it happens, and you go on and things change. Even things that ain't changed for a really long time, they change. And they're changing still. You wonder how that could happen. You wonder if you can get it up for that kind of change, or whether it's going to throw you off, whether you can penetrate the grief, fear, rage, shame. It's all there on the B side, in the dark pools, in the shadows, in the shadowlands. And we're here. We're all Native Americans now, undocumented for the post-Holocene. Extinction 2112 is coming along, and with 2020 hypo hindsight, us 36 Lamed Vavniks, we're calling it out here on the Creative Common, the CCTV Connectome. And you take a deep breath. You wonder about the quilted universe, the multiverse. How does that all happen? How do you practice intention and intuition? Inspired, you improvise above and beyond the call of duty and booty. But there you go. Here at Hamlin, welcome. You don't have to know your name. You drink the Fukushima Kool-Aid, and it's all good. It's all exactly the way it's supposed to be. Perfect 2.0. Okie dokie. You think to yourself, ah, delicious, how could this be? How could this be what's supposed to happen? You cough and you sneeze and you wonder, can I do this? Can I do this on a day like today? Show up. Step up, kick it up, crowdsource. In our herbal administration, it's going to be different at the alchemistic shul and shula, with the alchemisteries and mistresses. It all goes that way here at the Buddhist Artists' Home for the Hospiceless. It's almost a new year. It's less than 100 years now till extension 2112. The harmonic convergence, the guided meditation. Take a deep breath. Practice is like this, sometimes up and sometimes down and sometimes inside out, upside down. Upside the head you get hit, you shake it off. In the post-concussive NFL, NRA, NSA, bastion of freedom that we live in, basta pasta. You get your Raymond and your rapture and it's Trump-tastic, it's poetastic, it's paradigm shifting. And you wonder, can I do this? Am I here for you or for myself, and is that different? How do I realize how it is? How do I get real? Keep it real. That's what they tell me. Keep it real. But all I got is 3 hots and a cot. And that's all that's left to me. Keep it real, they say. Down at Suffolk, and you wonder, can I reverse roles? Could I reverse the curse? Do I feel grateful? The Kundalini rises. The Feng Shui of fossil fuel is far out. Far out and abridged way too far. Is copacetic and is septic, and we got our sump pumps out. And we're spelunking into the deep, dark caverns and covenants of white justice. And we wonder about white democracy, how that works. Citizens United, Coke Crisp. It's crisper than you think. The genetic engineering is about to go on in earnest. And the syntactic galactic structures are going to be snipped into snippets and fragments of DNA and then put back together for the era of Frankenstein fossil fuels. Is happening. The fracking is going on as we speak. And in Flint, they're drinking water with lead in it to save money, they say. But how does that go? And how does it go in Chicago? I remember 1968, I was there in Chicago. And now there's Rahm Emanuel and the police murders. And the blue wall of silence and Testa Lion. And William Porter in Baltimore with Freddie Gray, his spine 3/4 off, separated from his head. And William Porter and the hung jury and the Trump-tastic Islamophobia. It's all happening. And us here, us 36, we just trying to get it up and keep it real. Keep it locked. Keep it uploaded and downshifted. A few haiku on the down low. It's 1491. And the Columbian Exchange is about to begin. The guns, germs, and steel, they're gonna steal my thunder. And the thunder-thighed thongs of theism, monotheism, trinitheism, it's happening. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Us 36, we're worshiping God S. Habibi, Beshert, inside you. It's upside down. But I'm okay, I'm copacetic up in here, going all the way live. Gaia's good. Becomes us. The Gaian shift of the Holocene. The times they are a-changing. And there's super intelligence, artificially intelligated. And we're all up in here, Bostrom strong, Boston strong, Je suis Charlie, the Syrian. And it's Paulist here at Aleppo in Damascus. We go the way of all things. It's coming up to the end time. And all we can do is offer a eulogy, a way to be, and keep it real, and keep it quiet back there. Back in the day, old school, Woodstock, Joe Cocker sang with a little help from his friends. And Grace slicked it all down, White Rabbit. You take a deep breath. You wonder, can I do this? Can I witness, chronicle the clean coal Coke, 1% master narrative, official story. It's happening just as it's supposed to on the epispheric level. This is exactly as it happens. The Hawking radiation leaks from the black hole and suddenly, presto, changeo. Here we have an atmosphere using oxygen, and just 400 parts per million of CO2 is enough to keep it all hot and bothered. And it's going to bother more. We're in the Mahamikvah mainstream. The mikvah will clean us up ethnically. We're all going into the fossil fuel fracked factions. And we're fact-checking. And we're taking the time to be who we are. How could we be anybody else? Show up, step up, keep up. We do what we can, us 36. We get it and we got your back, my perfect audience. We got your back. You're one of us, Georgie. Even if you can't let that in. And even if you wonder just how this is going to work out with 2020 hypo hindsight, it's going to get hotter. And the glaciers are going to melt, but not glacially. The moulin and the lubrication. Larson B was a symbol, but no one was paying attention. There was one hand clapping in the forest, but no one heard it. Georgie, put her down. We're on the other shore for sure, for real. We become the thing that we most fear and grieve and rage and shame. We've all been Snowdenized, Maribified. We're all in Lindaland and limbo. Half speed, slow-mo. You break it down, let me break it down. We 36, we get it and we got your back and we mean well. And we're given the benefit of the doubt. In good faith, one day at a time, trying to get to 36. Trying to get to heaven before they close the door. I'm taking a deep breath. You come to wonder what this is about. It ain't what they told you about in the mainstream media. It's more Medea and Jason and the Argonauts and tearing it all up. We're going back from where we came. We're going to fossil fuel ourselves back to the Stone Age. And in the last refugia of the ghost species, us eukaryotic semi-sapient sentients. We're going to keep it all happening for as long as possible. And we do this for each other now. We do this to be virtually connected on the creative connectome. And it's a tragedy of the corporate commons and the upper big branch and the deep horizon wells and all they blow back, corrects it or not. It's all happening just as we thought or didn't think, overthought it. Feel this here now on the B side. There's a double beta decay thing going on that they can't figure out with the neutrinos and the net neutrality and the neuroplasticity. And maybe they'll figure it all out by the time it's over, but it's ending quick. The end time is nigh. Fee, fi, fo, fo, fo. Ho, ho, ho. Get me my wassail and fruitcake. Jeez. Ain't gonna be no white Christmas up in here in the mall. Only white justice. That's all that's left of white Christmas. It's a Semitic Santa Claus. It's a Coke clause. It's a 1% TPP clause with ISDS, presiding, monitoring, ruling, penalizing. And then you got the climate Scientology. It's not working what they saying we doing to combat the climate change. Climactically, ISIS is us. Drink your Fukushima Kool-Aid. Give me a taste. There's a synergistic syneresis going on, a serendipitous synchrony, a synchronicity of the spheres is positively Ptolemaic with its equants and deferents and epicycles. It explains the astrology and the astral plane and the astronomy and the cosmology and the cosmetology of the Coke 1% master narrative official story. It swings you around. You circle around the stupa clockwise. You are here. Take a deep breath. You eat what you kill. You are what you are. You do you, and haters hate Trumptastically, phenomenally, epiphenomenally. And they get their epidurals so it don't hurt. Hold on to what you're letting go of, and let go of what you're holding on to. Feel the great fullness. And even if you can't feel it, slow it down. Break it down. Mean well. Give the benefit of the doubt in good faith. Keep it real. Get it up. Get it off. You circle around the stupa practicing intention and intuition. And at the end of the day, it's deep breath. Merry holidays, happy Christmas, don't eat too much, don't go anywhere. Stay where you are and watch your back.